The freedom of the open-air cruise that comes from a motorcycle ride needs to be experienced to be truly understood. The Go Riding crew headed out to sample a tour established for bike enthusiasts that rolls around the incredible north shore of mighty Lake Superior. The sights and attractions we experience from Thunder Bay to Terrace Bay will certainly inspire any rider to want to go ride northwestern Ontario for an adventure tour unlike any other.
It's a great destination to come riding, and we certainly encourage people to look at it and consider it. Whether you're coming from Western Canada, whether you're coming from the Southern Ontario markets, it's a beautiful ride up here, and it's a great place to come and spend a week riding and exploring the city. We welcome people to come and see something a little different than what they may find in some of the more congested areas of Canada.
The road trip has lots to offer, but there's also no shortage of local attractions worthy of breaking out the Digi-camera for. First stop was Fort William, an exact recreation of the original fort that served as a trading post for the Northwest Company of Montreal. History buffs will love this. You witness the yesteryear unfold before you as traditional meals are prepared over a fire and canoes are built old school using birch bark. Next stop on the must-see list is Kakabeka Falls. Witnessing the 40-meter plunging waterfall is a sight that needs to be experienced and a huge draw to the area. Riding on, it was hard to miss the next stop. Towering 1,000 feet above Thunder Bay, Mount McKay is incredible. At the 500-foot level, the Skyline Walkway provides a breathtaking view of Thunder Bay, the Sleeping Giant Provincial Park, and the Sibley Peninsula, which juts out into Lake Superior. After everyone packed up the cameras, we hit the highway. It was about a half hour from Thunder Bay where you really started appreciating the fact you're on a bike.
Riding around Lake Superior, the shores of Lake Superior is spectacular. The view, being so close to the shoreline, being able to explore, seeing the Sleeping Giant from the highway, it's unbelievable. Like you're right on the shores of Lake Superior. It's absolutely spectacular. The highways are very nice. They're clean, they're curvy. You come across through big rock cuts, coming down and seeing the lake. We have a lot of hills here, lots of nice curves, very nice highway.
Not far from the Minnesota border, this northern Canadian gem has its share of Americans who know where to go for a good ride.
It's kind of a different kind of country. The nice ridges along the sides of the valley. Saw some mountain climbers, not climbing mountains, but the cliffs, and kind of fun to see the lay of the land.
It's a little bit different in Minnesota. A lot more evergreens than there is leaf trees. More of the flat top, basalt, shale stuff.
It's more hilly here than where I'm from, so it's always fun on the bike to hit the hills and the curves. And
they've actually got curves here. Minnesota, there's not many curves. Highway departments have a good job of straightening out the roads. A little more curves, a little more hills. Yeah, it is a lot more fun here.
This route we rode to the town of Nipigon is not designed to be run hard as a high miler. Here you want to relax, cruise, and take in the sights. 45 kilometers west of Nipigon, we found the ultimate proof. How does Canada's longest suspension footbridge grab you? Spanning a nasty 600 feet across and 150 feet above Eagle Canyon, needless to say, the views are amazing and only shared by those with the cannolis to venture out across it. With scenic lookouts aplenty and loads of views from the highway, it is simply a beauty ride that takes you in and eats up the memory card.
Trip's been quite amazing considering I've ridden this stretch many times, but never taken the time just to step, whatever it is, a few hundred yards off the highway and see these pretty incredible places that I never really thought they existed. I mean, I never took the time, and I gotta say, if somebody's traveling along here on the North Shore, take the extra short bit of time and you'd be surprised. I am.
Scenery is amazing, the people are friendly, and every 2 miles there's something new, and it's definitely not like riding on the interstate where all the scenery you get is bumpers and billboards, so it's a lot of fun.
A little more rugged up here, most definitely. I mean, there's some pretty spots down in southern Ontario, but up here there's a little more bush, a little more ruggedness to the country. They're pretty spectacular cuts of rock, that I don't think you'd find that often down south.
What amazed me the most, I think, was all the things that were out there that I didn't know existed, like all the tourist attractions that are actually tourist secrets nobody knows about.
Tucked away like hidden treasures in the small communities just off the highway, We had the pleasure of stopping in Red Rock and Rossport to enjoy some of the finest meals going. Don't be fooled by locations. The culinary offerings of these restaurants will appease even the most scrutinizing.
It was super. We had a wonderful ride. We stopped at so many nice, beautiful places and some really fine dining too along the North Shore. I enjoyed looking out at the lake. The main scenery for me was the big lake. I grew up along this lake. The falls were nice, the canyon was wonderful, but for me the main thing was just riding along Lake Superior.
The North Shore offers something for every kind of rider. From Terrace Bay to Nipigon, the motels were a great surprise on the trip. First class and clean, and offering everything from full suites and a deck with a barbecue to a unique arch structure finely furnished just like home.
That's wonderful. The people are all very welcoming. They're ambassadors for the North Shore. All the communities are making a commitment to making the shores of Lake Superior, the whole circle route around Lake Superior, an adventure and a wonderful experience.
I'd recommend anybody come up here and ride along the North Shore. We didn't spend nearly enough time to hit all the places along here.